Hello, trumpet players. This is video number 5 in our trumpet listening video series. In this video, we're talking about videos. Videos are one step up from recordings because now you have another element. You can see their embouchure, you can see the way they dressed, you can see how they relate to the other musicians, you can see how they play the crowd. There's so much stuff that enhances your experience with the video. And in terms of how that benefits your trumpet playing, it's awesome, right? All this time. So I didn't have that kind of thing when I was your age. I'm talking to children. When I was younger, I didn't have that as an option. I know that there were videos out there. I couldn't afford them. I remember looking at them and thinking, who is paying $100 for a VCR tape? But that $100 VCR tape had video of people like John Coltrane and people like that. Now, and I feel bad for the people that used to sell those VCRs. Now, I think all those videos are on YouTube now. So, but that's wonderful, right? You get to see. You get to see. You know, when we're talking about the cultural stuff, this is a huge plus. This is a huge plus. This is going to be a shorter video because there's not much to say, except this is definitely a step up from listening to recordings. You know, for the trumpet players, we often look, you see a lot of these guys that are upstream players. Now, upstream players, when they're as beginners, they struggle. They struggle a lot because, and I think a lot of it is because we have a tendency to want to do what everybody else is doing. But the upstream players are like 10 or 15% of the whole trumpet population. So they see everybody else playing like this. I think they have a tendency to play that way and feel like they're wrong if they're not. But so many of the great jazz trumpet players play like this. Now, I'm not one of those that feel like, that believes that you can change your embouchure to an upstream embouchure. I think that's ludicrous. But for those people who are upstream and are struggling, isn't it a wonderful thing to see on YouTube someone that plays just the same way as you do? You know, when I was teaching that one extreme upstream player, it was important that I had people I could show them and say, look, this guy plays just the way you do. And another thing, what about people who have messed up embouchures? And I'm not going to name names because that's just not cool, but there are a bunch of very successful players. Players that will play like this, right? Or other weirdness that people do. It doesn't stop them from being successful. So that's one of the things that's nice about having the video. You see that. But for me, the most important part, because that's still kind of academic, and you know I'm trying to get away from that whole academic stigma, right? So what's more important to me is that we are that much closer to the culture now. You get to hear them talk sometimes in these videos. If it's a more modern video, then it's better video and you get better angles and stuff like that. You know, for us to be able to see, for example, the German brass or any of those guys, I shouldn't be mentioning individuals, even Winton and guys like that, we get to see them up close without having to be up close. That has to leave an impact, a greater impact than when we just hear the music. Now, what is the disadvantage of the videos? And relating them to or comparing them to the CDs or the streaming recordings and stuff like that, you have to sit there and watch, or you're not getting any benefit out of that. And the videos will tend to have lower sound quality, depending on what we're talking about. If it's a public performance at a bar or any kind of public venue, that is not the best environment for recording, right? So you're going to have a lower quality recording. So it is something of a trade-off. You have to sit there and watch it, but it's also going to be lower quality. But yes, there's no reason why you shouldn't be spending as much time watching trumpet videos as you can. That is an extremely important part of what we do. And I know this is the shortest video that we've done, but that's all I have to say about this, is that the videos are important. They give us more. Most importantly, they give us the access to more of the culture. If you have questions about this, please feel free to ask below. Other than that, God bless you. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you.